Hello everyone, this is Farfetch'd once again, and today I'm going to be giving my thoughts on Animal Crossing New Leaf on the 3DS, and this is going to be kind of a improvised mini review of sorts. I don't know why I keep doing this. I realised the other day that I don't really do a lot of improvised videos. Nearly everything I do is scripted, apart from Let's Plays that I do over on Farfetch'd Plays, but I don't really use that channel anymore. I don't know. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But the other day I realised that there are a lot of 3DS games and other games behind me, like some PS2 games up there that you can't see because it's not in shot. But there are a lot of games that I would like to make videos of talking about that either I don't have time to make a review of, or there isn't enough material to warrant a 10-minute review. But you know, if I just do a little improvised video talking about it, my thoughts on it, it won't be quite as, I don't know, professional as my other reviews, but I don't know, maybe these will be good to tide you over in between reviews. I don't know. Again, too much preamble in all my videos. Let's just get on with it. The first ever Animal Crossing game that I ever played was Animal Crossing Let's Go to the City. That's a really, really crap name, by the way. Let's Go to the City. Wasn't it called, like, City Folk in America? I don't know. I don't know why, like, a lot of Nintendo games get different names overseas. Like, I think in America, this was just called Dream Team. Mario and Luigi Dream Team, but they added bros on the end. Why? What was the point? What does that change about the game? And I remember I got this for Christmas because I was thinking I've always wanted to try an Animal Crossing game. I didn't have a GameCube when the first one came out. I think I did have a DS when Wild World came out, but I wasn't really interested in it. But I was thinking, you know what, now's the best time to get into the series and try it out, see if I like it. And I didn't. You know, I really didn't like it. I played this game for 10 minutes on Christmas Day, and to this day I've never played it since. And I know that isn't really long enough to really judge a game, but that was back before I started doing reviews, so I wasn't really thinking, that's a bit harsh, I can't really critique a game. I don't know, I just wasn't really enjoying it. And I was thinking, is this it? I mean, this is the kind of game where you do nothing. So if 10 minutes in, wandering around the village, I'm already bored, is this really going to pick up at any point? I didn't feel like it was going to. But I thought this seems like the kind of franchise that would be best suited to being on a handheld. You know, like, it's not the kind of game that you can just, you know, like, get out the case, get the disc, pull it in the way, and sit back, let's play some, and then by the time it's all loaded up, it's like, I don't want to play this. I've already committed to loading everything up, and now I don't want to play it. But, you know, it's like, you know, I'm on the toilet, or I'm on the bus to college, I've got 10 minutes to kill, brr, let's play some Animal Crossing. I thought it would be best suited to being on a handheld, so I thought, you know what, I didn't really like this game, but I will wait until I get the next handheld version of the series before I rest judgment. And then a couple of years later, I think 2 years later, I don't know, Animal Crossing New Leaf came out, and I pre-ordered it, and I got it on release day because that's what pre-ordering it is. And what did I think? Ow, I hurt my thumb. I love this game. I think it's awesome. I love Animal Crossing New Leaf. And I suppose it really was just as I suspected. I mean, this series really is in its element for me when, you know, you can just pick it up and play it whenever, you know, you've got like 5 minutes to kill. Like, there have been times already when I've been sitting, like, in a waiting room somewhere, and I've been thinking, you know what, I have 5 minutes to kill, let's get some fruit, you know, let's catch some fish and sell them at Tom Nook's shop or something, you know, Tom Nook. Actually, Tom Nook doesn't even run a shop in this game, he does real estate now, he's moved on to bigger and, well, not better, but bigger and same-leveled aspirations. I think his son, cousin, grandsons own the shop, I don't know the relation. And it kind of interested me how this was a series that, you know, will stick with you for a long time. Like, you'll buy games, sell them, play new games, and borrow games off your friends, and you'll be playing this game in between. Like, it will stick with you for years, as there are, like, new things, like, to find every day. Like, I keep saying like, you know, certain residents move out, new ones move in, there are events going off on certain days, and it really does kind of feel like a second life in a way. It's like, oh yeah, something's going off this Saturday. I mean, not long ago, I was genuinely excited because I was going around someone's house in this game. They're not on the cover, but it was someone called Broccolo, like this little mouse in a red shirt. I'd arranged to go around his house at like 7:30 p.m. and I was like, oh my god, I've got plans, I've got real plans, and it was so weird. And I've actually developed this genuine friendship with one of the characters in the game, Lobo. If you know him, he's one of the wolves in the game. That's like a black and white checkered shirt. I'm pretty sure he's in all of them, even the N64 one, which was only in Japan. I don't know, but yeah, I have developed a genuine friendship with him. When Lobo moves out of my village, it's going to destroy me. I can see it happening now. And this game has been out for well over a month now, and I still haven't unlocked nearly everything in this game yet. Like, one of the things I'm most excited for, KK Slider, him there with the guitar. I haven't unlocked his house yet, not house, his area yet where, he plays, I think he plays songs every Saturday night or something, and he's like a DJ in this one or something. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, it's good that there are still things to look forward to unlocking, I suppose, a month after it's came out, but I know that still years later, it's going to be like, oh, something's happening soon, I can't wait, and I don't know, I really find that interesting, and I feel like it really works. I do like that. And I remember when I had Let's Go to the City, and when I was really bored of it, and I was saying to my friend, really, you just fish and catch bugs and do stupid stuff like that, but what do you do afterwards? And he was saying, you sell them and get more. And I was saying, how can people play this for years? I don't get it. And you know what, I still don't get it. I still don't get why it's so addicting. But catching fish, catching bugs, and catching, what's the other one? I'm sure there's a third one. Getting fossils, getting gyroids. There's so many things to collect in this game, and it's all so addicting. I don't know why. In this game you play as a mare, and I don't think you're a mare in any of the other games. I think this is the first time round. I think Isabel right there, this is the first game she's in. And being a mare is a really cool idea, like, you can have a look at what certain villagers may like or not like about the village. I called my village Hell, by the way. And I just like hearing the villagers saying, welcome to Hell, and everyone's smiling about it. I don't know, I get a kick out of that. Well, I did for the first 10 seconds, and now I kinda regret calling my happy little village Hell. But I noticed at some point one of the villagers said, oh, there's so many weeds, it's like I'm living on a landfill. And I spent the rest of the day just pulling up weeds and, clearing the village and digging up all the bent tin cans and recycling them. And I don't know why it was so engrossing, like, to keep the village up to standards, and I don't know, it's so much fun and I can't explain it. And I think in many ways this game is a lot like Tetris. I know that's a bit of a weird comparison, but let me explain. The reason people find Tetris so addicting is because there's a deep-rooted psychology in our minds, like the human obsession to tidy up. That's why so many people love Tetris, like clearing the lines, clearing the spaces, getting the blocks to go down. Like, tidying up, that's why people find Tetris so fun. It's like a really deep-rooted psychological thing, and I feel like this game is kind of the same thing. Like, I can't really explain what is so fun about this game, because if you explain this to someone, it's a game where you pull up weeds, you fish, recycle, catch bugs, keep villagers happy, talk to alpacas that run shops. It doesn't exactly sound like the most fun game, so I don't know what makes it so much fun. It didn't really occur to me until just now how there isn't really a lot to say about my thoughts on this game, because it's so simplistic. I mean, there is a lot to do, but at the same time, it's so simplistic. You just walk around, you talk to villagers, make friends. It really is just a life sim, and it does its job well. It makes you want to keep coming back every day, keeping up with the locals, keeping the village clean, you can go to an island every day where it's always summer, and at night you can catch these really rare bugs and fish and take them back to the alpaca shop. It's called Retail. Get it? Tail, because they're animals, retail. It's so funny. And even when I'm doing something in the game, I'm thinking in my head, okay, after I'm done fishing for fish on this island, and then I go sell them to the shop, I can go check out what Tom Nook's little kids' shop is doing, and then I'm gonna go find some fossils and take them to the museum, and after that I'm gonna go back to the island and get more fish and bugs, and then I'm gonna see if I can pull up some weeds, and I'm gonna hit some rocks with the shovels and see if coins come out, and then if I get bored of doing all that, I can bring my friend over and see what he's doing, and then I'm gonna sell some of my stuff in my home. You know, there is always something to be done. Despite that it's so simplistic, there is always something to do in this game, and I really like that. I find it really cool. And, you know, I have to admit, I have done a bit of time travelling on this, because this game does follow, real time. Like, the shops close at 11, and they open at 9, and there are times when I only just miss the shop, and I'm like, I've got no room for all this fish in my wardrobe, it's gonna stink my house out. So I time travel to the next morning, and I sell all the fish. And if you time travel back, it doesn't undo everything, it just changes the time of day. And you really shouldn't do that, you know, it kind of ruins the point of the game entirely, but I can't help it. It's, you know, when it's there, when you find out that you can time travel and it's just there, you kind of can't help it, and it does kind of ruin the game, and in the end I was like, you know what, why am I doing this? So I undid it all, and you know, but yeah, it's still fun. Honestly, I don't know how the next Animal Crossing can really top this, because this seems to do everything. Like, you can swim. That was the only thing that I thought you couldn't do in the past Animal Crossing games. You are now Mayor. You can do everything a Mayor should be able to do with a village. You can swim, you can invite friends over, you can do everything. I don't know how they could improve on this. This is like a perfect Animal Crossing game. It's so much fun. And I really feel like I'm not going in depth about this at all. I'm being so vague. Like, it's a life simulator. You can fish, and it's fun. It's a simplistic game, and it's fun. I do feel like I'm going nearly enough in depth, but it's just that simplistic. There isn't enough else to go into. It's just so much fun. And, you know, even though I could talk about this game for hours and hours, I think I'm just gonna stop this video here, because I'm pretty much just repeating myself by this point. So, yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on Animal Crossing New Leaf. You know, if you think I did a good job with this video, if you think this was a good general chat, talk, analysis, if you will, about this game, tell me in the comment section below if you would like more of these games. I only just received this game today from Amazon. If you would like me to do a in-depth thoughts on, it's not really in-depth, there is, it's just a general talk, but, you know, if you'd like me to do a video talking about my thoughts on this game while you wait for the next review, I suppose, tell me below if you thought this was good and would like more, because, I don't know, it's up to you, guys. This is who I'm making videos for, so why am I still talking? Anyway, that's pretty much my thoughts on Animal Crossing New Leaf. See you next time, everyone.